Hi, my name is Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Ford Transit Custom and then take you for a ride in it. First I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 2.2 TDCi 270 L1H1 Limited, 2016 on a 16 plate, 125 brake horsepower engine, very good specification, full service history which I'll tell you about in a short while. It's done 66,336 miles and has 2 owners from new. The MOT is until the 21st of the 6th, 2020. Fuel economy, urban 39.2, extra urban 44.1, combined is 42.2, and that's miles per gallon. Road tax is £260 for the year. Height is 1,972 millimeters. Width is 2,290 millimeters, and length is 4,972 millimeters. I'll give you the interior dimensions in a short while. Okay, I'll just show you around it. As you can see, it's another lovely day in Preston today. I'll try not to tread all that in because Lance has just cleaned this. Okay, so we've got the front parking sensors, really handy accessory. 5-spoke alloy wheels, the plastic door protectors, mud flaps. Here we have a side loading door. There you go. Just under the driver's seat there's a little flap in here which lifts up, and then you can get longer items, pipes and ladders, whatever you want to get in. And you've got the solid bulkhead there too. Twin barn doors at the back, open to 90 degrees. The tow bar there, reversing sensors. Doors also come off like so and open to 180 degrees. Makes it easier to reverse up to a loading platform or get a forklift truck up to the back. Now then, length. I've remembered it today. Let's just put that up there for all my camera equipment. So I suppose I should do this in millimeters. 2,445. The width between the wheel arches, 1,330. Although up the top here we've got 1,650, and the height (1,450) or there or thereabouts. That's the load through ladder rack, if you can see it from there. I'll just take you for a ride in it. Two keys. First thing is heated seat on, heater on. Just turn the fan down a little bit. Right, front central armrest as well. Real good spec in these transit vans. Very good driving position. Let me just see, have we got, I'll cut the service history into the video so you can see it, but it has got full service history and we're just about to do it. It's just showing at the moment due for an oil change, so that's that'll be done before we get going. Heated seats already warming up. Right, here we go. We've got height and reach adjustable steering wheel as well. Just get that there. Make sure I'm as far back. Height adjustable seat. Although I think I'm actually against there. There we go. I'm against the bulkhead, so that was making it a bit difficult. So I'll just go down a bit like so. 3 seats. You've got this pull-out picnic table and hold your clipboard and a couple more cup holders there. Really nice cabin, nice comfortable seats. And there we go. We've got folding door mirrors. Unfortunately, it looks like the driver of this car didn't make use of them, or the driver of this van didn't make use of them, because that mirror is cracked, and on the way down here I noticed it was loose. So looks like that's something we're going to have to fix. Yeah, it doesn't work either. I suspected as much. It's funny what customers will put up with on their own vehicle when they have to pay, but when they're buying one, it's a completely different thing. So, as I say, great spec. We've got electric windows, remote central locking, little global locking switch there, multifunction steering wheel. It's got Bluetooth hands-free audio streaming, which is extremely handy. I'll just turn that on.
You think you're in control.
It's normal with vans, especially if you've not got a bulkhead. The audio system is usually crap and sounds really tinny, and thanks for indicating. Really tinny, and you know, if you like music and you've got a job as a plumber or something, then it's not good for you. But with something like this with a bulkhead in, it's the audio in here is tremendous. So your Bluetooth hands-free as well. I'll show you how to pay your mobile when I stop, and how to stream audio, how to delete a mobile from this transit van. And as you can see probably there, that I mean, just how could you put up with that? I can see that out of the corner of my eye, and that's all I can see now. I'm just fixated on that for forever. So we'll get that sorted, obviously, if I don't knock it off before the end of this test drive. 6-speed Ford transmission is just sublime. It's so easy. Fantastic gearboxes. They are great vans, I have to say. This one would make an ideal camper van conversion. It's the right colour. I haven't seen a lot of black transit vans. We haven't had a lot of black transit vans, so it just looks a little bit different. Nice and clean cabin, clean on the bodywork, and good specification. The other thing this has got, which every car should have really, it should be made law, it's got a heated front windscreen. The other day, somebody nearly ran into me coming out of a side street, and I kid you not, there was about that much of the windscreen cleared. And of course, what had happened when they pulled up, all the rest of the stuff off the roof slid forward in front of them, so they didn't know where the end of the road was. When they were braking up, everything slid off the roof and slid forward. So the good thing with this is, when it's icy in the morning, you jump in the thing, switch it on. Of course, it's illegal now in the UK to leave a car ticking over and also you're going to get it nicked as well if you just leave it ticking over. So at least you can sit in it with a heated seat on, the heated front windscreen, and the vehicle warming up. Just tucking behind this lorry. Great driving position. I like the way Transits drive. I always say it, I could use one of these every day and be quite happy. And of course, when John watches the video back later, he'll say to me, all right then, use a transit van. We can stop getting Range Rovers. So I guess I kind of talk big on video, but if I needed to use a van every day, then I would use it. It's great. They really do. They drive tremendous. As I say, armrest, it's kind of like it's built for me. I could just do with being a bit further away from the steering wheel, but you know, and a bit more leg room. But I guess if I put the seat higher, then I've got plenty of headroom and I'll have more kind of leg room. The handling, and of course, if you ever used to watch the Sweeney, then the getaway vehicles were either an old Jag or a transit van, and they handle mostly as good as any car, in my opinion. Here we go. Let's just so cruise control standby set. Just going a little bit fast there, doing right 70 miles an hour. It's set to. We're in 6th. It's doing about 1750 revs. So, I mean, it's just lovely. I could use one of these every day if I didn't have a Range Rover. So, you've also, on this side, you've got your voice activation here, and there's your telephone controls. Also your volume control for your radio. If I turn that up, there you go, that's the radio. Can't leave it on too long, obviously for copyright rules. The heater's tremendous. I'm going to have to turn that down, and the heated seat off. .12-volt power socket there. Of course, you've got air conditioning as well. Just stick that on icy. Let's see, although it's cold outside, it's not really an acid test, but that's coming through already. Yeah, that's working fine. Gordon Bennett didn't leave that driver a lot of room, cutting in front of him. Bentayga there. That's probably just depreciated more than this Transit costs in the time it's driven past us. Gordon Bennett. Oh no. Unbelievable. It's this section of the motorway. They must all congregate. They must just drive round and round in circles. Now let's see what he's going to do. Oh no, just Mr. Indecisive. Gordon Bennett. Let's send him an invitation to set off now as well. Oh no! Talk about a weaver bird. Oh, it's a lady. It's a lady. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything, but people call my driving position say I sit too far away from the steering wheel. But that lady is there. Now, if her airbag goes off, well, she probably won't be going fast enough for her airbag to go off in the first place. But if, supposing it did, then I dread to think. Right, aircon's working fine. As I say, the gearbox, just fantastic. So it's ready for a service. We do the test drives before we take them into the workshop. I'm possibly the most critical person ever. So if I see anything on the test drive, then I'll make a note of it. But just here, this is where, listen for any complaints from the suspension. Nothing there. It drives superb. On the dash there, oh, there's the heated screen switch. The dash consists of rev counter on the left. At the bottom in the middle, there is a fuel gauge. Next to that, coolant temperature. Above that, information display. And then on the right hand side, a steering wheel. A speedo. Let's just see, can we change that? Yeah, there you go. Wow. Telling me when to change gear in the information display as well. Average speed, distance to refuel. That's not good, it's saying 2 miles now, which is about the same distance it is to a fuel station. Okay, I'll finish the test drive there. Thanks for watching. Please bookmark our website. An interesting car coming up here. It's an Evora. Bookmark our website, ggcars.co.uk. Visit our web store and help fund these videos and all these expensive cameras and my Starbucks allowance for doing them. And we'll see you in the next video, which will probably be a Skoda, I think, a Skoda Octavia Bert and Ernie or something.